Assalamualaikum everyone. My name is Sadia Education Wali. I am student at Rehan College Korangi Campus. Currently, I am enrolled in District Program 1. Today, we will talk with ChatGPT. Our topic is the power of positive thinking, how to reframe your mindset. Let's start. Hello, ChatGPT. My name is Sadia Education Wali. Today, our topic is the power of positive thinking, how to reframe your mindset.
That sounds like a fantastic topic, Sadia. I'm really excited to dive into this with you. So, just to get us started, how would you define positive thinking and why do you think it's so powerful?
Okay, so ChatGPT, my first question is what is positive thinking and what does it reality mean?
That's a great starting point. So, positive thinking is really about focusing on the good in any situation, even if it's challenging. It doesn't mean ignoring problems, but rather approaching them with an optimistic mindset. In reality, it shapes how we interpret events, reduces stress, and can even improve our performance and well being.
Okay, so my next question is why is having a positive mindset important in everyday life?
That's such a good one. So, having a positive mindset is really crucial because it helps us bounce back from setbacks. It keeps us motivated even when things get tough, and it improves our relationships because we tend to be more empathetic and resilient. Ultimately, it just helps us create more opportunities for happiness and success.
Okay, so my next question is can positive thinking
Of
really
course,
change a person's life? How?
that's a really powerful question. So, positive thinking can actually reshape how we interpret events. So, even small setbacks don't feel like failures, they become growth opportunities. Over time, that mindset can boost your confidence, improve your decision making, and even help you build healthier habits. In short, it really transforms how you approach life.
Okay, so what is the difference between positive thinking and unrealistic optimisms?
That's a really important distinction. So, positive thinking is more balanced. It's about seeing opportunities, but still being realistic about challenges. Unrealistic optimism, on the other hand, is kind of like a blind faith. You might ignore risks or downplay real obstacles. So, positive thinking grounds you in reality, but with a hopeful outlook.
Okay, why do so many people struggle with negative thinking?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, everyone has moments of self doubt or negativity, and it's totally normal. The key is that when we struggle with it, we can use techniques like mindfulness, reframing thoughts, or even just small gratitude practices to start shifting our mindset over time. It takes practice, but it's really doable.
Okay, ChatGPT. What are the most common causes of negative thoughts?
Yeah, definitely. So, negative thought patterns can really spiral. Often they come from things like past experiences, fear of failure, or even just ingrained habits. The good news is, once we recognize them, we can challenge those thoughts, replace them with more balanced ones, and slowly reshape our mental habits.
Okay, ChatGPT. My next question is: what are the some simple ways to replace negative thought with positive ones?
Oh, great question. So, one simple way is to catch yourself in the moment, pause, and ask, is this thought really true or am I exaggerating? Then you can reframe it by focusing on a more balanced or hopeful angle. Another approach is to keep a gratitude journal. Writing down even small things you appreciate every day really shifts that mental pattern.
Okay, ChatGPT. My next question is: how does gratitude help develop a positive mindset?
Yeah, that's a really powerful one. So, gratitude helps because it trains your mind to focus on what's going well rather than what's missing. When you regularly acknowledge things you're thankful for, your brain starts to seek out the positives naturally. And over time, that just builds a more optimistic and resilient outlook on life.
Okay, so my next question is: how can positive self-talk improve confidence and self-esteem?
That's a great question. So, positive self talk is like a supportive inner dialogue. When you consciously replace self criticism with encouraging kind words, it boosts your belief in your abilities. Over time, that builds a stronger sense of self worth, and you're more willing to take on your challenges with confidence.
Okay, so it's great answer. How can we stay positive during difficult time or failure?
Yeah, that's such a big challenge. So, one way is to remind yourself that failure is temporary and that it doesn't define your worth. You can also focus on what you can control, take small steps, reflect on lessons learned, and keep a support system close. Over time, that steady perspective can keep you hopeful and resilient.
Okay, so what are the biggest misconceptions about positive thinking?
Yeah. So, one big misconception is that positive thinking means ignoring real problems, like just pretending everything is perfect. Another one is that it's a quick fix, just think positively once and everything changes. In reality, it's a process. It takes practice, it's balanced with realism, and it's about consistency over time.
Okay, ChatGPT is two good answers. So my next question is, what does positive thinking affect mental health?
Yeah, absolutely. So, positive thinking can really boost mental health by reducing stress and lowering the risk of things like anxiety or depression. When we focus on positive perspectives, it helps regulate emotions, build resilience, and even improve things like sleep and overall mood.
Okay, so how important is forgiveness and developing a positive mindset?
Oh, it's really important. Forgiveness is like releasing a heavy burden. It frees you from dwelling on resentment or negativity. When you forgive, even if it's just for yourself, it opens up space for compassion and a more positive outlook. So, it's really important for mental peace.
Okay, ChatGPT. So my next question is, how can students benefit from positive thinking in their studies?
Oh, definitely. So when students adopt positive thinking, they're more likely to stay motivated, even when they face challenges. It helps them overcome setbacks, believe in their ability to improve, and approach learning with curiosity instead of fear. So it really creates a better overall learning environment.
Okay, so next question is, what role does goal setting play in maintenance a positive mindset?
Yeah, that's really about consistency. So it helps to have daily habits like starting your day with affirmations, practicing mindfulness, and surrounding yourself with supportive people. And of course, it's okay to have off days. Just gently refocus and keep building those positive habits.
Okay, so how can mindfulness and meditation help reframe negative thoughts?
Absolutely. Meditation is fantastic for this. It helps you become more aware of your thoughts so you can observe them without getting caught up in them. Over time, meditation trains your mind to pause, to respond to negativity with more balance, and to create more space for positive perspectives.
Okay, ChatGPT. So, what are some daily practice to build a stronger and more positive mindset?
Yeah, great question. So you can start your day with a short gratitude practice, just listing a few things you're thankful for. You could also set positive intentions for the day, practice mindfulness, or even take a few minutes of deep breathing. And if you can, engage in a bit of movement, like a walk or some light exercise, because that really boosts your mood too.
Okay, ChatGPT. So, can you share a real life example of someone who transformed their life through positive thinking?
Oh, definitely. I think of this one friend of mine. She was really stuck in a negative cycle after a tough job loss, but she started practicing daily affirmations and gratitude every day. Slowly, she began to notice a shift. She started applying for new opportunities with more confidence, and eventually, she landed a job she loves. It was a really inspiring turnaround.
Okay, so good. So, my next question is, if you could recommended only three habits for developing a positive mindset, what would they be?
Ooh, great question. So, first, I'd say a daily gratitude practice, just a few minutes to know what you're thankful for. Second, positive self talk. Catch yourself when you're being critical and reframe those thoughts. And third, mindfulness. Whether it's meditation or just being present, it keeps you grounded and aware of your mindset.
Okay, my last question is, what is your final message for anyone who wants to reframe their mindset and live a happier, more success life?
Yeah, absolutely. I'd say be patient with yourself and remember that shifting your mindset is a journey, not a quick fix. Celebrate small wins, stay consistent with those positive habits, and be kind to yourself along the way. You really do have the power to create a happier, more successful life.
Okay, thank you so much for sharing your valuable insight. Thank you so much, LGBT. Allah Hafiz.
You're so welcome, Sadia. I really enjoyed this conversation. Take care of yourself and Allah Hafiz.
And thank you so much, all of you guys, for listening me. So, Allah Hafiz.